Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassidy Carson and this is the life of a writer. This week's video is going to be short and sweet because what I'm doing is a cover reveal for my upcoming paranormal romance. The title is Passion Restored. So this is the project that we've been calling the VCR, the Virginia City Romance, that I've been talking about for a long time now. I've been working on this for an even longer time, and I'm excited to finally have it coming out because this has been a long, involved process. And I may have mentioned that I started working on basically what became the backstory of this book in 2015, about 10 years ago. And that evolved into, I think at that time, let me see, it was called Rapture Eternal. And it has evolved into Passion Restored. And as you can see on the cover, it's actually hashtag Passion Restored. And there's a reason for that. The book is about Angela Moran, who lives in Virginia City, Nevada, and who has a group of friends that they're all paranormal researchers. They like to investigate the spooky places that can be found in Virginia City. Nicholas Sampson bought a property in Virginia City and he's renovating it into an upscale bed and breakfast. This is a project that's being shown on a Restoration Network show called Histo Redo. And so Nicholas is very busy and very involved in this. And when Nicholas and Angela run into each other on a dark street corner one night, they start to feel a connection. And Nicholas's renovation may have stirred some things up on his property. So he's been dealing with a series of accidents. And coincidentally, since Angela and her friends are paranormal researchers, eventually they start to look into that. So the story follows Angela and Nicholas as they get to know each other better and as their attraction for each other grows, and as they delve into the mysteries surrounding his property. So there is a paranormal element, there is the restoration, the renovation TV show, because I am a fan of those HGTV shows. I've watched a lot of HGTV. I've also watched a lot of shows like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures. So that is something that it was part of the inspiration for the story. Plus the title, as I mentioned, Passion Restored with a hashtag, there is a social media aspect to this because Angela isn't really a fan of social media. She doesn't use social media. She still watches the news on TV. She does use computers. She's very into research, and especially historic research, which she does sometimes for the paranormal investigation. So the hashtag title links to some social media posts that are included in the book, that there are some mysterious social media posts surrounding what's going on with Angela and Nicholas. Also, there are newspaper articles included in the book. They're historic newspaper articles and they are real. I took those from a couple of places online, from the Library of Congress Chronicling America site and the California Digital Newspaper Collection site. So I may have also mentioned that previously I worked as an archivist at the Nevada State Archives, and I was familiar with the Chronicling America site. I've loved doing research on there, and some of that bled over into Angela because she loves doing research as well. So she is familiar with those sites, and the articles that are included in the book don't necessarily advance the story, but they do provide a little background on Angela's interests and on the 1870s time period that is the backstory in Passion Restored. So that's my video for this week. I know, like I said, it's very short and sweet, but it is the cover reveal of Passion Restored, a little bit about the book. We do have it up for pre-sale currently on Amazon, and we will be spreading that out across multiple platforms: Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Nook, Apple Books, Google Books, whatever. We'll definitely be releasing the books across all platforms in both ebook and paperback format, and they should also be available in libraries at some point once the paperback version is available. The book, at least the ebook version, will be released on July 24th, 2025. So if you're watching this after that time, I hope you'll go out and check out the book. If you're watching this now, I hope you'll at least maybe go to Amazon for the moment and you can pre-order a copy of the ebook. And I'm very excited about this because, like I said, I have been working on it for a very long time. This is the first solo book I've released in quite a while. My last book was actually a collaboration with my awesome husband, J.T. Hume. We wrote From Tundra to Tiara, a romance, contemporary romance. So you can also check that out. It's available everywhere. But in the meantime, thank you for checking in with me. Thank you for following along on this adventure as I work through my new release. Passion Restored is the first book of a new series called Restless Spirits. The characters in the series will, the main characters in the books in this series will alternate. So Angela and Nicholas are the main characters in the first book, but some of the friends group in the background will be in most of the books in this series. 6 books are planned, and I'm hoping to have at least book 2 out again by later this year, later in 2025. So a lot of excitement going on. As I record this, today is June 27th, 2025, and JT and I will be doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble in Reno tomorrow, so June 28th, 2025. I do plan to do a video about the various book signings that we have done this year. I've already started putting it together, but I thought I would get as many book signings as possible so I can do a little bit of compare and contrast between the different locations and how the book signings go. So again, short and sweet. Here's my new book, Passion Restored, book 1 of the Restless Spirits series, currently available for pre-sale on Amazon.com as of June 27, 2025, and coming soon to more platforms with a release date of July 24th, 2025. Thank you again for checking out my channel. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is the life of a writer.